Hi everyone, welcome to day 7 of the reboot era. Today was a slower day than normal. I'm going to talk more about the recap of everything that we've put together today so far in the last 7 days. I'm going to talk about a few free resources out there, and then we'll hop into the recap of where I'm at for progress today. So let's get started. First and foremost, there is a G Sheet or G Doc out there that you can leverage. We have put together what we've put together so far. Resume template that is lingering out there. You can put your resume in. You can take your current resume and update it. If you don't have a resume and there's jobs that you've done in the past and you just need to build one, that's a great way to leverage that tool. It uses my resume template that I like, as well as prompts in ChatGPT in order to get the outputs that you want. We have a cover letter template out there. I included research that I did or had Gemini do on cover letters. I also included a template for the cover letter and again, ChatGPT prompts as well as some tips when writing a cover letter. There is a budgeting tracker out there as well as some other great budgeting information in a video that I've previously shared, I believe on day 4 or day 5. See what else we have. And then I think there is an additional networking tracker out there, as well as a Bible. We shared that video yesterday in day 6 around networking, all the pros and cons, how to do it, who to keep in touch with, all the different tiers, and a great template that you can utilize, as well as a tracker you can utilize when sending out messages and tracking all the people you want to keep in contact with over the course of a year with networking. So today we're going to talk a little bit more about you have those free resources. You need to get them up to speed. I don't think everyone's gone and done all at the same time. When you're applying to jobs, keep at it, keep going. So here are some things that you can do while you're applying to jobs, while you're waiting to get those interviews. So let's first hop into 16 personalities. If you haven't heard about 16 personalities, this is a really cool site. It's free. You can take the test and it takes about, I think, 10 minutes to get through it. It's gonna go through and you're gonna answer a bunch of different questions from agree to disagree, and you're kind of just gonna answer on this range. Once you get through it, it's going to essentially assign you a personality type. And I'm sure people have done like the Myers-Briggs personality types at companies. I think there's 2 other ones that are really big that companies tend to do and pay for their employees to get done. This is a great one if you want to take this test and learn your personality. It can really help. The outputs are going to teach you some stuff about if, for example, you're an ENFJ, a protagonist, you can learn more about how you are, who you are, see what kind of strengths and weaknesses you have, and go through just learning more about your specific personality type. And then also, it looks like there's some pretty cool, they have celebrities out here that are also protagonists. So you can learn who you relate to. If you don't have a huge interest in learning about your personality type, then let's hop into some free courses that you can take. So Coursera is a really great site that you can utilize to find both paid and free courses. You can start at the homepage, and I believe there is goals that you can edit. So I've already gone through and done this, but if you're looking at this, you can go through and say, I want to grow in my current role. Hit next. Talk about program management, go next. You talk about what are the maybe the 4 top things that you want to focus on, and then next. And then essentially what degree, what level of education do you have? Once you finish, it's going to spit out some recommendations for you. And these are free courses. They are lengthy. And we all know that the job market right now is very tough. So people have been unemployed or looking for jobs for 3, 6, 9 months. This can be a great way. Looks like they're 4 months long. Both of these options are 4 months long for me. You can see other products that were recently viewed for myself and then popular certificates that are viewed. So you can look through this. Again, you know that I absolutely err on the side of caution when it comes to paying for things when you don't have income. So I highly recommend trying to get as many free courses as you possibly can. And that also brings us to LinkedIn Learning. So typically, if you've never signed up for it before, you should be able to get a free month of LinkedIn Learning as well as LinkedIn Premium. Get a free month, write that date down, set a calendar reminder the day before or a few days before it's going to expire, and then cancel that thing so you don't get charged. But this is a really great way. If you have 30 days right now, for the next 30 days, you have no vacations, you have no plans or anything that's going to pop up and take away from your time to learn new things. This can be a really great way to use 30 days to essentially absorb as much knowledge as you can. And you can see here that there's all different types of courses that you can take. Some are super popular, some are a little less popular, but you can go through all of this and decide which courses might be helpful for you. There are a plethora of certificates out there that you can get, both again, free and paid. Usually the big ones like a PMP or a certified cybersecurity professional, those are going to be paid courses. They're going to involve a test and they do get expensive. Again, if you don't absolutely need it, and you definitely don't have the money for it, I would say don't purchase it. Try to get as many free courses as you can. And then when employers or if employers ask about it, I've definitely applied and said, hey, I'm super interested in getting this certificate. I know you're looking for someone with this certificate. Here's the transferable skills that I have. And if I'm hired, I'm super excited and happy to go and pay for a certificate upon the first 30, 60, 90 days of this job. And it's like an agreement between you and the prospective employer. If you can't afford it, I wouldn't knock yourself down over it. So with that's pretty much all I had to share today. It's going to be, like I said, a short one. And let's talk about my results. So I did not apply to any jobs today. So no new jobs. I also did not hear back from any companies. So I'm still, I think, what, 41 strong in the amount of applications that I have open and I'm being considered for. I spent most of the day today going through like TikTok and Instagram and trying to figure out how to make better content, a little bit more playful. YouTube, I want to keep very clear, very cut, very dry, all about what I did, really documenting the journey. I want to use other platforms to be a little bit more playful, and then I want to use LinkedIn to be both encourage people to have conversations and join the convo. So if there's anything that you have to say, please hop in and join. I'm going to start looping my dogs in. This is my corporate language. I'm going to loop my dogs into the videos because I think a lot of people are scrolling TikTok not just to hear educational content. They also want to see cute dogs and they want something that's funny. So please follow along for my TikTok, Instagram journeys. I'm going to probably start doing YouTube shorts and hit the subscribe button below. Follow along on this journey. If you have questions, always reach out. I'm always happy to answer. You can message on here, I think, on YouTube, leave a comment. If not, go to LinkedIn, go to one of my socials on TikTok or Instagram. Feel free to just send me a DM. I will answer any questions I can, and I'm very happy to leave people anonymous if you don't feel super comfortable saying who you are. I do have a lot of content that I'm planning on releasing. We're going to talk about in the future. Topics that are going to be coming up are basically pivoting from full-time roles. What other type of income opportunities are there with your skill set? We're going to look at rebuilding and branding yourself. So we have all those key components, your resume, your cover letter, and maybe a tracker that you're utilizing for both budgeting and networking. But what do you want to do next? And how do you really make sure that you're demonstrating that or illustrating that in your resume and your LinkedIn? Let's see. I have some other topics here. Ooh, I want to do like a you asked, I answered segment. I do need a little bit more followers first. I get a lot of DMs or LinkedIn messages, but I want to get more so I can really have a good set of conversation to start with that. And then we'll do some unfiltered reboot diaries, so more about my pain as I start going through the interview process and probably other stories as well. So we'll see what we can share. Keep your head up. Anybody who was at the same company as me and got laid off 7 days ago, it's been 1 week. It's been a one tiring week. Try to just stay strong. Anybody who was impacted by Microsoft, I think I saw Google, PwC, a few other companies in the tech space have had some layoffs recently as well. If you are joining this conversation and here to watch how we stay strong and support each other, welcome to the journey. If you are recently employed and you just came across this and you just got your job after a layoff, congrats for you. We love that. Send us some referrals. You know how hard it is out here. And I think that's it. I have more to share tomorrow, probably. So follow along and have a great start of your second week.